Hey, this is Kyle, and per a viewer's request, he wanted to know what kind of classes I run. So, here's the video for that. Just a caveat, most of the time I do play in a full party, so this is why my class is built specifically this way. It may not work for if you're just, playing with randoms or whatnot. Most of the other classes, like the specialist stuff, I think it's just generic, and it'll work in most cases, but the other stuff, you're gonna have to bear in mind, it's the whole party thing, so here we go. My first class and the most important class to me is the anti-equipment class that I have set up. It is specifically to be a team player, and on the bad occasions that we're against a good team, and they're gonna get kill streaks, so I need something that'll actually combat those kill streaks. So this is it. A P90 with extended mags and silencers just so I can run around after I shoot down the enemy airstreaks, and also that way I don't have to worry about running out of bullets or whatnot. I'm probably gonna die well before then, but the perks is pretty standard for an anti-equipment or anti-air class: Blind Eye Pro, Assassin Pro, and Sit Rep Pro. I use Sit Rep just because when I'm running this class, hopefully I'll also see like IMSs or any type of enemy equipment that I could see, so that I could just throw an EMP grenade on and just destroy it. So this is specifically for my party. If we're not doing well and we're getting like a lot of enemy airstreaks going up, this is the class I'll switch to. The next one is specifically, I named the level up. It's all the weapons that I have not leveled up yet. I'm just farting around with, just having fun with, and trying to get the gold camo for. Right now is the G36C. I think I'm going to completely skip on the M16. I still need to work on the AK-47, but I believe the rest of the assault rifles are gold. I have a couple of SMGs to go, but again, this is basically just to level up. And as you notice, I don't expect to live very long, so it's just going to be Scavenger Pro, Assassin Pro, and Sit Rep Pro. Now, I use Sit Rep a lot because I use a headset, I use a set of Astros, and I do sound horror like a lot of the other YouTube guys, and it helps quite a bit. It takes a while to get used to, but once you do have Sit Rep Pro and you get used to it, it is a godsend till you run into the guy with dead silence, but that's neither here or there. And as you notice, my second weapon is consistently going to be a Stinger, just in case I'm still running this particular kill streak and this class, and they do get air support up, I can shoot it down without switching classes. Most of my classes will probably have Stingers if I believe it's not a pure up-close running gun class, because I'm going to be just running around most of the time, and you'll see that in a second. Now, variety for me is just, I just feel like it, just feeling like an AA and just feel like messing around. So I opted for this class specifically just because I think I get the best of both worlds. With the FAD, it's almost like an SMG. It is an assault rifle. It has this, but it's going to take quite a bit to actually get the kills from a distance with it. So again, it's still going to be more close range, but it is going to be a little bit more consistent than my second weapon, the KSG-12, with a suppressor. Only reason running the suppressor to get XP faster for it, so I can unlock things faster. I hate having to do that, but you know what? Anything to speed up the process. Now, perks-wise, Sleight of Hand Pro, just so I can swap between the weapons quicker. Overkill, so I could run the two primaries, and again, Sit Rep. It's going to be inconsistent for me. I don't think I have any other third-tier perk, yellow perk, that's not Sit Rep Pro. I might have to switch around for a different class that I'm working on, and that's I'll speak about it in a second. And as you can see, I'm running Specialist. I believe like 7 or 8 of my classes are Specialist, and the rest are either support, or I think I have maybe one assault kill streak class. But because how good the anti-equipment class is for me, and if we're playing against a good team, they're going to shoot down our kill streaks too. So I don't believe that assault kill streaks are really that great unless you're playing with a bunch of randoms that are not going to work together, and they're just going to let the air support just stay in the air. So for me, Specialist is my preferred class. I'm going to have to tweak this a little. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep steady aim as first. I just need to tweak this a little, but it's still a work in progress. Now, here is my I'm a sniper class. I do fart around with quick scoping just because I know how much it bugs me when it happens to me, So, you know what, this is slightly a trolling class, but, you know, every once in a while it's fun. Especially when I'm against players that are not that great or have pretty consistently crappy aim, and I have a better chance at actually getting a kill. Sleight of hand pro, switch weapons faster when I get, you know, up close and personal. I use the AP MP9 akimbo. I probably switch that to the Desert Eagle akimbo just because it feels a little less cheesy, but I'll take it for what it is. Quick Draw Pro, gotta need that for that quick scoping action, and again, Sit Rep Pro. And as you notice, it's also the Specialist. Scavenger is going to be my first perk just because I don't want to run out of bullets with the Sniper just because I'm not very consistent on one-hit kills. So I've actually run out of bullets before I got to my second Specialist kill streak, so I switched it around. Second one's going to be Assassin just because I want to stay on the radar if I live that long. And the next is Dead Silence because it's my main, so if anybody else is running it, guess what? I'm going to have to use it against them too. The You Mad Bro class. That's actually our clan name, You Mad Bro, and it just evolved into like the weapon that really bothered people, and obviously it is the Striker. And previously, before the patches, it used to be extended mag and range, but since they finally fixed the extended mag additional damage perk bug, I switched it over to damage, and the Striker is, you know what, even after the Striker patch, it's still the best shotgun in the game. And yes, the dreaded FMG9s. I don't run them unless I run into a whole freaking party that runs them. Then, you know what, you gotta fight fire with fire. But even then, this is not the class that I would use against other Striker players or FMG9s. There's one class better for it, and I'm gonna get to that, but every once in a while, you gotta give them a taste of their own medicine and prove to them you're better with the weapons that they're trying to troll you with. And this is my class. Sleight of Hand Pro, swap to FMG9s faster. You always have to, when you spawn, switch to the FMG9 so you get rid of that animation, then swap right back. Assassin Pro, because it is one of the best perks in the second tier. And again, Sit Rep Pro. Basically, based around this class, since I have the extended mags, I don't need Scavenger Pro so early, so Steady Aim goes first, Scavenger, then Dead Silence. And this is the class that I use when you know what, when I'm not doing so well, and I need, I just need to get together, and the other team is running, you know, really high power guns like Strikers and whatnot. This is the class I will go to. It is literally a walking minigun. The PP90M1 with rapid fire and extended mags. I mean, it sounds like a minigun, it shoots like a minigun, it just sprays bullets. It's amazing. And you get the mobility SMG. You don't get the long range shots, but you know what, I'm willing to deal with it because that's my game style. I'm a rusher. I look up to Excalibur. I look up to Sandy Ravage. I mean, their game style is what I like to play like. Nowhere near as good, but it's more enjoyable for me, so this is the class that I would use when the chips are down. And again, Sleight of Hand Pro, Assassin Pro, Sit Rep Pro. Now, since I will shoot through ammo with rapid fire, Scavenger goes first, then Steady Aim, because it doesn't really feel like the PP90M1 needs Steady Aim for hip firing, but you know what, it never hurts, especially since I'm running the Akimbo MP9s, and Dead Silence yet again. And as you notice, I think all of my death streaks are martyrdom. Juice is utterly useless. Everything else, you know what? I don't feel as bad as when I'm using martyrdom, because even when somebody's using martyrdom against me, I could jump away, I could run away, I could do something about it. It's not like Dead Man's Hand where it has an extremely large blast radius. It's the least crappiest of the death streaks, besides Juice and and here's my other favorite class. Close and personal, my AA12 class. This is the class I probably hoard out the most so far. Kills wise, I think I still have more with the Striker, but the AA12 is a close second. I think I have a better kill death ratio with the AA12. Extended mag is absolutely necessary for this gun. It just shoots through bullets way too fast, and the range is so bad that you do need range for the AA12. But that's just my opinion. The secondaries used to be akimbo scorpions because those were my long range weapons, but I feel like they were nerfed even some more since the last patch, so it doesn't feel like a very viable secondary, and now I switched out to the dual Desert Eagles, and it's been doing great for me. So akimbo Desert Eagles, very, very viable secondary weapon if you're running an up-close and personal class like the shotguns or whatnot, or even the SMGs. At least that's in my opinion, if you pull the triggers fast enough. Perks-wise, Sleight of Hand Pro, Assassin Pro, Sit Rep Pro, and Scavengers definitely goes first because I run out of bullets real quick with the AA-12. I used to have Scavenger first as my first perk before the Specialist kicked in, but I noticed that I was getting killed because the AA-12 burned through bullets so fast, through shells so fast, that I was getting caught in between reloads most of the time before I got to the second perk. So now I'm running Sleight of Hand Pro, and I can get to that second kill and get to Scavenger so that I can pick up more shells. So this works out for me the best. And as you can see, my next class is Hey Me Too, because yeah, you know what? I accept it. The ACR 6.8 is an awesome gun. As Excalibur says, it's 6.8 times better than the original ACR. You know what? Certain maps, certain situations, I just need to use it. I usually won't resort to it. I won't start with it. Even on Interchange or one of the bigger maps, I just don't like running, this particular gun. It just feels like it's a cookie cutter gun, So I stay away from it. But I do have a lot of kills with it just because I did need to switch back to it. Some secondaries of Stinger, just same thing again. If the enemy happen to get air support kill streaks, it's faster for me just to switch out and take it down with this than wait for me to die and go to anti-equipment. So if I get the chance to shoot it down, immediately with the Stinger. It's being a part of the team player thing. Sleight of Hand Pro, absolutely necessary again, just because I flip-flop back and forth a little bit with this class. I used to run Extended Mags and Suppressor, but I think I like the red dot a little bit more, and I could consistently get 2 kills even with the 90 rounds, so it's not so much of a big deal. Assassin Pro again. I'm sorry, I'm Assassin Pro whore. Sit Rep Pro, and the Specialist kill streaks, Scavenger, Stalker, and Dead Silence. My last class is the class that I actually just want to mess around with, and it's for the LMGs, so yeah, here it is. I still haven't touched any of the LMGs, but I think it may be fun, so I'm going to start with this. I'm going to have to change this classes around. I still haven't yet, but it's going to be start with the M60 because I've had bad experiences with other M60 players, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to actually start changing the classes right now. I'm going to keep the secondary just because, again, the Stinger is probably one of the best secondaries if you have a weapon that has enough bullets, right? I'm going to keep the throwing knife because reloads takes forever and a half, and flash grenades is pretty much standard. Going to the first perk, I don't need Scavenger, obviously, right? That's the last thing I probably need, so you know what? I don't even think I need Sleight of Hand Pro because it's probably going to take a while. Safe bet, Sleight of Hand Pro. I'm going to keep Assassin Pro just for what it is, and again, Sit Rep Pro, gotta hoard it out. Now, Strike Package, anything that I feel that has a weapon deficiency, I'm going to have to go to Specialist. So, Specialist will be what I will be using. And the first perk I would like to get out of it is... Ooh, actually, I'm going to change that. Perk 3 is going to be Stalker Pro because you move so damn slow with light machine gun. I think Stalker Pro would be a better option than Sit Rep at first for me. But because of this, going to Specialist, first one is going to be Sit Rep Pro. Love being able to sound horror. It's an absolute need for me. Second will be a Scavenger, just to be able to reload, and if I actually make it that far, it'd be great. And the third one, yes, Dead Silence Pro, because again, any perk that bothers me, it's got to be damn good, So that is my class setup. Hopefully it works for some people. It probably won't work for most, but again, I prefer just Specialist classes just because of the fact that it feels more intimate for me. It feels like a gun game. It doesn't feel like I'm looking through a little screen trying to shoot little, red dots. It doesn't feel as enjoyable for me doing that. I know I could get a higher kill-death ratio, but it's a game. It's not about, you know, just kill death ratios for me. It's just having fun. So specialist is my fun class. So I'm gonna end it at that, and hopefully the subscriber that requested this video hopefully got something out of it. So catch you later.